Previously on Survivor. With Alex gone, Cindy and Emily got desperate to survive.
I'd rather kind of send a message rather than, vote out an alliance member at this point.
Despite Dalton voting with them, the upperclassmen made it clear he was their target.
Dalton's playing games, but if we're all in agreement to try to get him off, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Knowing he was going home, things got heated at tribal council.
Whatever happens, have fun and not win, and shouldn't someone who wants to win?
In the end, the upperclassmen got what they wanted, as Dalton became the third member of the jury. 6 remain. Who will be voted out tonight?
That sucks. Dalton, obviously, we kind of knew they were voting for him just because, everybody had tried to been, scrambling. And they're like, yeah, it's Dalton. I didn't like how heated it got. That, made it not fun. And so, that's definitely Kayla's thing to, start the uncomfortable conversations. And then, but, it kind of kept going between all of them. So that was kind of uncomfortable. I didn't really like that much.
I didn't expect it to get so heated between all of us, it seemed like. And I wasn't surprised Dalton went home, obviously.
I yelled at Dalton, Emily, and Cindy, but they did the same thing to me, so whatever. But Dalton got out, which is fine, whatever. But then they're talking about Ryan and stuff, and how he betrays us probably a lot, but he just doesn't go through with it, so I don't really know how to think about that. And then right before tribal, John was like, I know I'm going home. So he said that to Ryan.
We all met, as in Kayla, Eden, Ryan, and I, before tribal. And I straight up looked Ryan in the eyes. I said, hey, look, I think that you're betraying us. And I think that you're talking behind our backs. And I think that I'm going to be voted out this tribal. I was like, even if it's wrong, I'd rather be open up to you and let you know that I'm just telling you whatever I think rather than me just think this and nothing, And in my mind, I wanted to say that because, one, if it was true, he'd be too scared to act on it now that I know it. Or two, if it wasn't true, then the worst that can happen is we just talk it through. And so at that time, he was like, no, why would I ever do that? I've never done that. Are you kidding me? And it's funny because every single, I told you, that was the most person I trusted, the last confessional. And so then we get in there, and I already kind of suspected that he had been talking about going with other people and talking behind their backs. And so Dalton and Emily saying that just confirmed it.
So when I first, the whole loop thing happened, that's honestly what I was figured was going to happen. I thought I was going to get called out on eventually, and then everything starts breaking down. Which is pretty much exactly what happened last tribal. But luckily I still am on good enough terms with the court.
Oh, that was kind of intense because, me, Kayla, had kind of talked casually about how we don't trust Ryan all the way, just because he talks to a lot of people. And we're whatever. And so when Emily was Ryan was considering switching, blah 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 blah. I wasn't surprised, but I was kind of thing.
But also in my sense, they pulled out some good, why are we still working with him if we know that he does that? Necessarily right now, it's not just working with him. It's working with the majority. And if he's part of the majority, I want to keep him with that.
Kayla just likes to make things interesting by saying stuff. And so when she started talking, and I was oh, boy, here it goes. And then the whole, I didn't quite get Emily's point, because she was you need to think about, who you're voting off, and we're just knock people down, you're just gonna keep going down the list type of thing. But I kind of got what she was talking about thinking about jury and stuff. So yes, we did think about that. I was kind of flattered when Dalton said, oh, I would either vote John or Eden, because all I remember was, again, Kayla calling us out, and then I think me and Dalton were trying to defend ourselves, and she probably saw that as us attacking her, so.
Well, we all know Alex is not voting for Kayla to win, and I know Emily and Dalton won't, and I won't vote Kayla to win, so that's a good amount of people, just because of the way she's treated people. I definitely know. I think that's not smart jury management. I think it's good to ask the hard questions. Don't think that's a bad thing to challenge people, but it's definitely not smart. And that's why I kind of want to be careful how I respond to her, or just don't respond to her, because I don't know, it could easily be turned back on me. So just trying to not give in to whether it is gameplay or personal, just try not to give into it because I don't think it's a good idea.
They said that they will only vote for John or Eden to win. So, well, Dalton said that. I don't know about everybody else, but that's what he said. So, whatever. I guess it's too late to go back now, so might as well just go through with it.
Yeah, it got heated. People were throwing each other on their bus. They were exposing everybody. It's like basically there were like 4 different Kailias in the room that night. And so I think it was good because, well, I overheard both Dalton and Emily say they would vote me if I make it to the final. And I think they would do that is because I've been like backstabbing people, or I don't know. I've tried to play. I've still not lied in this game thus far. I still haven't. I wanted to, but I didn't. And I think that's what's going to help me a bit.
Alright. Halfway point, the final 6. Congratulations. However, it is time for the Immunity Challenge. Kayla, I will take it back. Thank you. Once again, Immunity Dunk for grabs. For this challenge, it is very straightforward. It is an endurance challenge.
It is? I'm sorry.
It is.
It is. Okay.
It is. We will see how well you guys are physically able, because we are going to do wall sits. The last person sitting wins immunity, safe through the final 5. They safe through the final 6 tribal council. We'll have a 1 in 5 shot at winning this game. As always, the winner gets to choose someone to give another clue to the hidden immunity idol. We will draw for spots and we'll get started. Position for your wall sit. Make sure your knee, camera people, make sure their knees are 90 degrees.
I'm not
flexible. This challenge is on.
I need music. This is gonna be
Just sing, Eden. Sing.
I know you can sing.
I
did
can
that at
music.
8 o'clock this morning.
If anything other than your back or butt touches the wall, you're immediately out. Camera people will be watching.
What if the back comes off the wall?
Then you're gonna fall.
My feet are like slipping or
Oh, like this bit? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, my feet are slipping.
Are we allowed to reposition?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, as long as the position is still, as long as it's all 90 degrees, like up around 90 degrees are fine.
Yeah, fuck that, no.
Kayla, first time out, you can see.
Can I get my phone?
Sure.
That was fun.
Kayla's first one out.
You lasted 2 minutes if you wanted to know.
Oh, it was great.
Kayla, did you feel anything? Or you tried that before?
Yeah. My thighs are hurting. I don't work out, so that doesn't do anything.
John, I have yet to see you move. John, are you yawning? That's a power move.
I can't.
Sydney drops. Second round of the challenge, no shot at immunity. Down to Eden, Emily, John, and Ryan.
3.5 minutes.
It feels like time is going by super slow. I really felt like that was something.
Ryan, where are you feeling it?
There?
Yeah.
Well, probably my legs.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I guess.
Emily, where are you feeling it?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Or else our shit's supposed to feel it.
They've reached 5 minutes.
Huh?
They've reached 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're at 5 minutes. I know it feels like more, but it is not. This is all about who wants it more. John trying to find some comfort.
Am I allowed to just have my butt on it?
I mean, you should probably
Like,
put.
am I allowed to do that?
I
No.
don't know.
Everyone has to be up. This is the first time in the game that we have more females in the game than males. The last 4 people voted out have been males.
Yeah, woman power.
A lot of testosterone on that jury. We are now at 10 minutes.
John looks really. Like, are you okay?
Yeah, I had leg day today. It was bad.
I was gonna say this is your guys' workout for the day, but I'm very sorry, John.
John's shaking a little bit. Uh-oh.
It's just 10 minutes. What?
Did you intend to?
So there you.
Oh, yeah, something.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was gonna say, if you'd like that before this, then man, I don't know how you still on.
Rest in peace.
I would just like quit.
Good. Trevor, what's the world record for Wilson?
I just want to
You want to look up the world record for Volsit?
Say you kind of
I bet it's like 3 days.
It's gotta be like 36 hours or something ridiculous like that.
What's the plank record?
Plank record, I think, is somewhere around 8 or 9 hours.
Yeah, it's like
It's 11 hours.
Yeah.
You look at your glasses.
Yeah, you can move latitudinally if you want.
like crab on.
Emily, can you like pull your feet back or go lower, whichever? Thank you.
Oh, that breeze felt good.
Wow,
I'm gonna walk back and forth.
Mask is also not helping.
I know.
Yeah, I will. Is this helping?
No. It's the effort, though. I love the effort.
I was very close to Eden.
It's bully Eden night, that's what it is.
Going along the line, I probably would have hit Eden.
Time to like shower after this and like you're taking more time out of
You
that
have no hot water in
time.
there.
People questioning their time commitments to the club
I know.
now.
Play Trevor as long as you need to.
I mean, I completely deserve it, so that's why I'm not saying anything.
You're taking time out of my bedtime, Trevor.
Yeah, right, John?
Yeah.
John is very much struggling. Everyone is. I feel like the biggest problem for everyone, besides Ryan's feet, is the heat.
Ryan's like.
Ryan's feet are the detriment of.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I can just move all the way down this wall. Like,
Ryan, what does winning immunity here mean for you?
I don't know, probably means I won't get voted out next tribal.
Probably.
Ryan.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ryan
I'm not
defines
pushing.
immunity.
Emily, what does winning immunity mean for you?
I know I'm going next, so it's either win or go home for me.
John, is it that simple?
What? For her or for me?
For her.
I don't think she has to worry that much.
Okay, Eden, does that worry you that Emily doesn't have to worry much?
I can't spell my name right now.
Alright, Kayla.
Feedback.
John's saying Emily doesn't have to worry. Does that worry you?
No. I would think these people want to take me to the end since I'm not going to win, so.
I don't even know what the question was at this point.
I'll stop the city.
I answered my part and that was it.
Y'all are wearing sweatshirts too, that is
Dude,
unbelievable.
yeah, I'm saying
bad
it's getting
idea.
hot and I want to take it off. They're like, no, don't take your back off.
You can just cut it open and then try to shut out like
Why are you wearing jeans?
Are y'all close? Because I'm
Did you say one more and what?
A jam. You
You kind of look like you have to pee.
Look like you've already peed.
Wait, can we like touch our lace together?
Okay.
You can allow that. You can allow this.
No, her back is still against it. And also, you can also do that if you want.
That's the opposite of what
I don't know how John's doing this. He's like getting sweat in his eyes. He's like all
I'm concerned about the
I
color of
love
your
how-
face. Like you're so red right now.
30 minutes have elapsed.
How are you guys doing this?
You're
Seriously?
breaking
It's
the world
not
record.
possible.
If we're here for 11 hours, I'm killing you guys. Alright, so now that we are at 30 minutes, you must hold both of your arms out like this, like Frankenstein. They can interlock. They just have make sure your arms are straight out.
You got it, guys. Oh my God.
I think this is the point where Trevor has
Eating feet in or butt down. Like.
I stink so bad, dude.
We can't tell the mask. Unless checking everything. I don't like that you do either one. Either move your feet back or yeah. Oh, John, you're definitely good. You're like cute at this point. Ryan, I would say at least try, but I know I'm not gonna stay.
Is that better?
That's much better.
Your shoes look like too big now.
Yeah, they look.
It is almost 45 minutes. In 30 seconds, you will be doing one leg. You need to keep doing your hands as well.
Can we switch like alternate legs?
No.
Once you pick one, you're locked
Make sure your
in.
hands are up. Hands are up. 3, 2, 1. One leg. Has to stay up. Make sure you're not wrapping. Emily's really trying to adjust. John trying to adjust. John is really struggling. John, out of challenge. 46 minutes in. Yeah, you can sit down. Down to 3, Ryan, Emily, and Eden. One of you will win immunity. Yeah, come on, move up.
Emily's
Emily,
out.
out of the challenge. Down to Ryan and Eden.
You know I
Do you want to pull up
What?
Hunger Games?
You know I can't go out.
3, 2.
Eden's out. Ryan wins immunity. Just like that.
Good job, guys.
Oh my god.
I will come over to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, everyone can sit down if you want. I don't know if you're going to get back up, but you can sit down. All right, Ryan, congratulations. You will be in Final 5. You don't know how this is going to go. Okay, good. All right. You guys lasted a long time, very impressive. One more matter of business. You have a clue. I will deliver it. You don't have to walk. Who do you want to give it to? Anyone here? I'll give it.
Can you keep it?
Yeah, I was only saying because you
No,
didn't
it's
walk.
like
Ryan will give it to Eden. Eden, second clue in a row. Oh no, yeah, second clue in a row. Open that after challenge. After we're done here. Can't have vote for Ryan. Everyone else can't say the same. That's all I got for you. Have a good night.
I lasted 2 minutes, while a lot of people lasted like 40, and I was like, I don't understand how you can do a wall sit for 40 minutes. We really wanted Eden or John to win, but Ryan winning is not like the worst case scenario because they wanted us to get down to like our final 4 and then we like, I guess, go about it. I don't know. So I guess it wasn't that bad.
Like mentally, I was prepared for it, and then you said wall sits. I was just like, I was not expecting it to be like that, but it was like as soon as you said it, I was just like, okay, the years of me getting in trouble are finally gonna pay off. So like growing up, I had like got in trouble. I had to do a lot. I don't know if it's just military parenting or like whatever. I got in trouble a lot. I had to do a lot of wall sits growing up.
As soon as you said wall sit, first thing that went to my mind was like, damn, I just worked out my legs. That's going to suck. But then I was like, oh, these guys are wimps. I'll do it for 10 minutes and be done. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, legit. I'm thinking you thought that too. Like, when the first 2 dropped out in the first couple minutes, I was like, okay, it's just going to, like, 5 more minutes till we all done. And I was like, jeez, okay, this sucks. And I was sweating and my face was red so much, not because I couldn't do it, but because I was so exhausted. Like, my legs were just, like, they're, like, shaking and everything. And I was just like, oh, this sucks. So I didn't know how far Eden or Ryan would go. I just wanted to make it further than Emily. And I said that she has nothing to worry about, just to confuse her.
Once we first started, I wasn't sure how long I was going to last, but then once I got so far along, I was like, I have to win this, because I knew if I didn't, I was more than likely going home.
But as soon as she dropped, like, or maybe it was a little before, like, at one point I just was like in the zone, like, my foot wasn't moving, like, yeah, my breathing control and everything else, and I was just like, as soon as I like got in that zone, I was just like, I'm winning this. Like there's no like ifs, ands, buts about it.
I don't even care about the idol anymore. Nobody's played it this whole season, so if they have it, they wasted it.
I just think at that point we just accept it. We don't have it. We haven't found it already. We're not going to find it. And just whatever happens at tribal happens.
There's a bushes near the commons. It's pretty it's like the easiest clue there is.
You must breach a bush where the grass changes. It was something like that. And so I was thinking like, okay, maybe where the grass turns to mulch, into the bushes, stuff like that. And like I said, I didn't look too long. I looked in like this one area pretty much, and then that was it. But, depending on how much the first two clues gave away, it could have been found by now. Which brings into the fact why I couldn't let Emily win. Because if Emily won, and they had the idol, obviously one of the core or me is going home.
Hopefully it's not me, but also I don't want it to be Emily either, but I know it's probably going to be one of us. So, yeah.
I think they'll vote me out over Sydney. I think they know I've played a harder game than Sydney, and if I make it to the end, I probably have a better shot of persuading the jury than she does.
I think Emily knows the game a lot better than Sydney. I also think that as far as like skill level, I think Emily might have a few more skills than Sydney might have. It's wrong to say, but that's what I'm thinking.
She's smart. She knows that she's probably up next. And if it's not her, then it's obviously one of them two. And the core could just be straight up telling me to vote Emily just to see if I tell Emily about it, which is very possible because they have 3 of them. So that's the majority right there. Given that I don't vote with Emily and Sydney.
We're trying to get Emily out, and we're going to get Emily out, and then Sydney, then probably Ryan, and then us 3.
Because originally, it was like when me, Luke, John, and Ryan were together, it was like the 4 of us were like, we'll go to the end type of thing. But now that Ryan's kind of flip-flopping, and now that we like for sure know Kayla's on our side, I think Kayla's almost replaced Ryan in a sense. Just because like now we trust Kayla, and now we're like kind of suspicious of Ryan. So we'll see how that goes.
So I don't trust him now, but it doesn't mean I don't want to work with him. I trusted him a lot because I knew that we all liked each other out of the game, and like he has done nothing to show me that I shouldn't trust him. Then there was something that showed me that I shouldn't trust him, and now I don't. And so I think I'm still wanting to get it down to us 4, but he's probably the first one out after that.
Next time we have the challenge, if Ryan doesn't win, I hope he goes home.
I'm kind of in a situation where either I have to trust them and just win challenges, or I take some kind of chance with voting against them somehow.
We're on to him, and if he does flip, it's 3-3, so it would be stupid of him to do that. But I mean, he does have immunity this week, so maybe he would.
I reached out to him yesterday because I thought, because based on his it's either win or I go home as like his mindset, I think that's why he won, because he was not wanting to lose, like go home. And I told him, I was like, hey, straightforward, I don't think it's either win or go, like I texted him yesterday, I was like, I don't think it was win or go home. Like even if you didn't win, I didn't think you were going home because we don't really want you out. We still want to work with you, even though we might not trust you as much, because he's got to realize that we might not trust him as much because of everything. But that doesn't mean we don't want to work with them.
Today I got a text from the core group, the 3 of them, and they're like, who are we trying to vote out? And in my head I was just like, I know they're including me because, one, I know they're including me because I won the challenge. So I don't know if it was just because of that, or because, they do trust me a little bit more. I don't really know. And then while we were texting, I got a text from John, and he goes, yeah, nothing's changed from the idea of let's get it to us 4, like me, him, Eden, and Kayla. And it's like, yeah, I'm not going against y'all because I don't really think there'd be a benefit from flipping. Because he said that like in a text sometime before. I was like, yeah, like you said, there'd be no benefit to it. And then we started talking about tomorrow's tribal, and I said this is like a win or go home for me, and he was like, even if he didn't win, they weren't planning on voting us out.
like the only person I wouldn't be mad at losing to would probably be John, and maybe Kayla, because I really do like Kayla. She's like played a fun game. She's honestly made it really interesting. Ryan, I would like to beat, mostly because he beat me in the past challenge, and that like it didn't make me mad, but it like irked me. I was so close kind of thing.
So if I did win next challenge, I'd probably mention it and see how the other two feel about voting John out.
Majority of people do not like Kayla that are voted out. I think Eden can be seen as someone who just hasn't really done much. So that's why she's in the game as long as she's not really that much of a threat, I guess. And she's just a nice person. She's just all around nice. I think as far as if I stayed in the game the longest, people would see that I've like been active, I guess, and like actually trying to do stuff and winning.
So yeah, it definitely started off as just like casual, like whatever, I'll just like show up whenever Trevor tells me to go. But now it's definitely like more exciting. It's more a part of the game because like the friendships are pretty good.
I've texted John today, like, basically, like I said, I'm not gonna leave you on red this time, because that was the thing. But basically, like, okay, I know I'm on the bottom, it's either me or Emily. Is there any way that I would be able to work with you guys, or that you would be able to keep me around a little longer? Just, like, trying to somehow advocate for myself, like I'm a good person to take to the end, like, you know. So he said that, he said he can't guarantee anything, but he can guarantee that I'm not going home tonight. So I don't know. That makes me feel better, but also I don't know if I can actually trust that.
We haven't really made any plans yet. I texted her today. She hasn't texted me back yet, but I don't know what we're gonna do. It's gonna be very hard to try and convince someone to flip over to our side.
No, I don't want to write Emily's name down. Like, I don't want to do that. So I'm really hesitant. If they tell me the plan is Emily, which honestly I don't even know if they would tell me it was her. We don't have an idol, so they probably do. I was really hoping, I don't know. So I don't have a plan yet. So hopefully it's not Emily, but if it's either me or Emily, I mean, I'm gonna have to vote her, but I really don't want to do that. So hopefully John will give me some sort of, I don't know. I'm trusting John is so crazy. So yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Tonight is gonna be like the real telltale if he's actually working with us or not. And I have a feeling that he is, because one, he feels bad in itself because he likes us a lot better outside the game than either Emily or Sydney. And then he voted with us with Dalton, and because Sydney just DM'd me asking if we can work with her tonight.
Each challenge just gets more and more important once you go to the end, especially for me, because if I won next challenge and Sydney goes home, then it's gonna be me and just us four. And if I don't win the challenge, I feel like they're gonna just vote me because it seems like, you know, a pretty obvious vote, and I don't know if I could sway them to my side or not.
Now introducing the members of the jury: Luke, Alex, and Dalton voted out in the last tribal council. Just as a reminder, the jury is here just to watch tribal councils go on. They are not allowed to have any verbal communication with you guys. They're just here to make an important decision later on. So Kayla, I feel like I start every tribal council by saying this, but last tribal council there was some conflict involving you.
Right.
Do you see this trend continuing tonight, or do you think that it'll stop?
Probably not. I don't know. If somebody says something, if I feel like I should comment, then I will.
Should I be concerned you'll fight with me?
No, I don't fight with hosts.
Okay.
I'm not.
Well, you said hosts?
I'll yell at you.
Okay, good.
So, the other one. What?
I didn't hear a T at first.
Host.
Okay, good. I was gonna say.
Don't break a hose.
I don't yell at hosts. I don't yell at hosts.
Okay. Anyway, so Emily, you were involved in all of the conflict having on Shadow Council with Kayla and Dalton and Elizabeth and John. What impact has that had for the vote tonight?
I don't know that it's had any impact, at least from my point of view. I haven't seen it impacted the game at all. I mean, it could have, but I don't know if it hasn't.
And Ryan, you were kind of at the center of all the conflict. How has Last Tribal Council affected your game?
Well, I mean, I was, someone asked me if I was, if I wanted to win the game last tribal, and we come to the challenge, and obviously, I ended up winning, so if that doesn't answer that question of whether I want to win or not, I don't really know what else I have to do.
Okay. John.
Yes, Trevor.
Tell me about the challenge.
The challenge was it was bad. I shouldn't have stayed as long as I did, even though I didn't. Like I was planning on. Thought it was gonna be like 10-minute boom easies, but no, it was not that. And I had to take a shower after, and I had to hang my clothes up because they were so sweaty.
How was your cab meeting?
My cab meeting, I honestly did not even pay attention to the whole thing. But I made it on time, which if we were worried about that.
So Emily, what do? You're on the bottom. You are trying to find a crack in this alliance. What are you trying to pitch to these guys?
I think we've pitched just about everything we can at this point, and it doesn't seem like anything is set. So I probably know what's going to happen tonight, but I've been surprised so many times in this game.
Kayla, how well knit is this group of four?
I would say it's not as close as people think it is, but that's only because people think Ryan's like flipping and then not flipping and then flipping and stuff like that. So, I mean, it was pretty close, but not anymore. We talked and stuff.
Ryan, does it concern you that this team of four might become a team of three?
Well, when you get down to Final Four, someone's gonna have to get voted out at that tribal, and at that point you don't really know what it's gonna take to stay in the game besides winning. So I think that's just, like I said, last tribal or whatever tribal that was. I think that's just a bridge that you cross when you get there.
Eden, do you wait till it's four? Because it's not a final four, it's a final two. So, do you wait until it's four and then figure it out, or do you maybe use some numbers on the bottom to try to put yourself in a better position to win the game?
I think, like at the beginning, most of us weren't like as serious about the game. It was more just about like meeting a couple new people and stuff. And so it kind of just depends on how seriously you take the game versus how seriously you take like loyalties. So personally, I'm like kind of fine like winning or losing. Like obviously it'd be great to win, but I think it's kind of more fun to just play with your group.
So you would be fine coming in fourth place? You would be? Okay. Caleb, would you be fine taking fourth place?
No. I would like to win, actually.
Okay. John, would you be happy with fourth place?
Yes.
Ryan?
Trevor.
Yeah.
All three of you would be happy with fourth place?
I just want, we've been together pretty much since the beginning. So honestly, I'd be content with any of us four winning.
I've been saying, well, in my head, I've been like, I'm going home tonight. The past like 3 1. So I was like, okay.
But I feel like we're super loyal to each other because when we thought there was going to be a split vote, we said we were going to rocks. So I feel like if I do get fourth place, I won't be that upset. I mean, I'll be a little upset, but I won't be like sorry regret it. I won't yell at anybody. I don't want to try to get on anyone.
Emily, how frustrating is it to hear that these people are saying they're fine not winning the game?
It's frustrating to me because I love this game. The TV show is my favorite TV show of all time, and to see people just kind of roll over and pave the way for someone else in their own alliance to win. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't want to win, why you wouldn't want to have that bragging rights over everyone else who got voted out. To me, that's just silly. And I want to win, and I think it shows, and it's kind of frustrating that I haven't been able to have the opportunities that they have to be able to say, I'm okay with losing.
What's up, Kayla?
I said, well, what can you do?
Alright. Well, we'll see what you guys both do. As it is time to vote. Ryan, you have a minute. Are you giving it up?
No.
Alright, it is time to vote. Sitting in first.
pretty sure I'm going.
I think this person is gonna play an immunity idol, and then I'm gonna go home. That's what I call. So I'm calling.
If anybody has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Okay. Once the vote's read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. All right, votes. First vote. Emily. Kayla. One vote anyone for Kayla. Emily. 2 votes Emily. Emily. That's 3 votes Emily, 1 vote Kayla. 7th person voted out and the 4th member of our jury. Emily, can I get her your coach?
Oh, please. Oh my god.
Emily? Where the hell is it? Emily, try to focus. That's pretty good.
Can you read off the other vote or no?
The last vote remained history. Well, it seems like the team of 4 has 1 more to go, but in this game, you can never know for sure. Got your stuff, got your residence halls, good night.
I had a lot of fun playing. I kind of totally expected that, but I'm not mad about it because I had fun and I like everyone there. I'm rooting for Sydney all the way, even though she'll probably go next. I'm so sorry. So, yeah, I had fun. I'm excited to see what happens.
All right, final 5. It is time for your next minute challenge. Ryan, I'll take it back. Put it under your hood.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it.
All right. Once again, immunity is back for grabs. For this challenge, you will have to do a little bit of running and a little bit of math. So, how this will work is on this side, there is a bunch of flashing math symbols. Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, just those 4. The placement in the PowerPoint corresponds with the number. So the top left is 1, top center is 2, top right is 3, etc. Okay? Like you're reading a book. Once you think you memorize enough symbols, you go over to here, where there are boards set up. There are a number of blanks. There are 9 blanks, so there are 9 symbols. You have to put 3 together, do the math problem, come up with an answer. First one to get the right answer wins immunity, safe through the final 5. We'll have a 1 in 4 shot to win this game. One note, do not use PEMDAS, just solve it out. And the second thing is, if you guys, if any of you feel very confident, you don't necessarily need immunity, or you want to find that idol, a table behind you has all 4 of the clues to the second hidden immunity idol. You can go over there, stay as long as you want. No pictures, we will be collecting phones to make sure of that. And that's it. We will draw for spots and we'll get started.
I'm gone. Don't blink, guys. Don't blink.
Alright.
Don't blink.
Final 5 individual immunity challenge. Survivors ready?
Yes.
Go!
There's 4. There's Ryan.
Ryan is first one back. After him is Eden. Remember where your spots are. Here comes Sydney, here comes John, Kayla, stayed there the longest could be an advantage, could be a disadvantage. Ryan already headed back. Eden not going back. Runs into Kayla. Watch out, guys. No one even looking at the clue.
Oh, I don't even remember what the
Here
fuck.
comes Sydney. Kayla forgets about the clue.
Shit, I don't remember.
Kayla comes over, writes one thing, and goes back. Come on, Kayla, pick it up. Ryan heading back. Here comes Eden. Here comes Kayla. Here comes Sydney. Still no one at the clue. Eden working hard. Eden flips her board over. Here comes Ryan again. Here comes John. Sydney heading back out. You cannot flip over other people's boards. John and Ryan working quickly. If you guys think you got it, call me.
Oh no, I don't get it. I have no idea.
John, how you feel?
Not confident.
John not confident. John's struggling. Here comes Kayla again.
You can look at other people.
You can do whatever you want. Just don't touch anything. Kayla is copying. People did not flip their boards over.
I can fucking see.
You cannot touch anyone else's board, but you can look at them. Only person that flipped over their board was Eden. Everyone here is writing. Kayla is cheating off of Eden very explicitly.
Excuse me?
If someone calls it, flip over your board and don't work anymore. Just say, Trevor, I got it. Everyone is close, everyone's doing the math. Call me once you think you got it. Done. Alright, everyone stop. Everyone's over your board. Flip over your board. Everyone's over your board right now. Flip over your board, done. Ryan thinks he has it.
Well done.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have it though. I really don't.
I think you do. But how you checking?
What the heck is this?
That's a 4.
That's a 4? You have made it to the final 4. Ryan wins immunity. Second time in a row. No one even looked at the clue. Fuck that clue.
Okay, we're done.
Yep. Alright, Ryan, can you get it? Turn around. Second one in a row. You will have a one first shot wins game. Well done. No more matters of business to do. No one looked at the clue, so either you guys are really confident or very confident in yourselves in the challenge. That's all I got for you. Head on out.
That kind of went how we expected, just because we had the majority, and so we're unless 2 people flip, which we were pretty confident 2 people weren't gonna flip, we kind of had it.
I was worried that Emily was going to have a hidden immunity idol that she was going to play. She did not. Sydney, I think, voted with us. And so everything that I thought was going to happen, happened.
Wasn't it super great because Emily went home and she was like, I expected it was coming. She's also my closest ally, so that kind of sucked. I knew it was coming, and then John told me they were writing down Emily. I tried been talking to John to get a plan. So I ended up just writing her. I didn't want to, but I wrote her name down in case my vote came up, just to show them that I was voting with them.
So if people saw me looking for the hidden immunity idol, they would, in my mind, were thinking, okay, he's trying to win it now. He'll slay himself. He's trying to go for that.
I think people just thought they had a better chance at winning immunity than they did it was just kind of a trade-off, spend the time memorizing the clues or trying to find immunity. So I think people just wanted the immunity more than the clues.
Either, and if it hasn't been found, it won't matter after this round. So I wasn't really too worried about that. So I just know if I won this immunity challenge, then I'd make it past the point where I don't have to worry about the idol being cleared.
I knew from the start that I wasn't gonna win. I kind of regret not going and looking at the clues because I knew that I was not gonna win the challenge from the start because I was confused by you just talking about it, and so I was like, I'm just gonna have fun. Like you can go back and look. I was just like making noises and going crazy because I knew for a fact I wasn't gonna win.
Yeah, if Ryan didn't have immunity, I think he probably would have went home, but he did. So
Ryan's been kind of under debate because it's just like a little stuff came out with Emily, and we were like, oh, we didn't know about that kind of thing. And I think Ryan like knows that, and he's like a little scared, which is why I think he's been really trying to win the immunity every time.
And John, Ian, and Kayla don't trust me that much, or they don't trust me as much as they trust each other. Honestly, kind of scary still because I think for the rest of this game I have to win pretty much every immunity to get to the end.
It was pretty much self-explanatory. The next person should be voted out is Sydney.
Like, I mean, I don't understand why they all want to stay 3 together because they're going to have to turn on each other next week, so if I go home.
Sydney's kind of the next target just because there was kind of like that divide between like their group and then us 4 as in John, Ryan, me, and Kayla.
I think that part of Survivor is trading on people and training on people. That's why I'm not really mad at Ryan because he's just playing a good game. Like people are upset, even like they take offense to when they backstab them. When really it's part of the game. Like you have to realize that at a certain point. That's why I don't have ill feelings towards anybody in the game.
Sydney's kind of an easy out. I think Ryan is honestly like the next one if he doesn't win immunity. And then if it was like between me, John, and Kayla, I think John and I would probably vote Kayla off just because like who else would we vote for? And like John and I have kind of been in it since the beginning. And then I guess it's up to like jury. And I think we have a pretty good like standing with the jury so far. In general, I think people like both John and I. So
you picked up on this. My whole aspect of I don't really care if I win. I'm just gonna have fun. Is a strategy within itself. Right. So that way people don't see me as someone who's acting for everybody's necks. And so I think that's worked pretty well.
So, Sydney. Last tribal council, it seemed obvious that either you or Emily would be going home. How concerned are you tonight?
very concerned, Trevor.
Okay, so as we've seen for the past many tribal councils, it seems there's a team of 4, and they've just been dwindling down the numbers. What have you done differently this week since you're on your own now to kind of crack in this 4?
I've been trying. Yeah, I've just been trying to find a crack somewhere. Don't feel super confident about it, but kind of hoping for a miracle at this point. But I've been trying.
Okay. Eden, is it that simple? Is it ever that simple in this game that Sydney's the vote now?
I don't think so now, just because now it's just getting more complicated the smaller the numbers get. Obviously at the beginning there was just people to kind of like pick off of, and now it's just like very small.
So you don't think it'll be Sydney tonight?
I think it's kind of like a toss-up with everybody.
Okay. Kayla, you are in this team of 4. Does it concern you that one of your members is saying it's a toss-up? Because that would mean one of either you or John would be going home tonight because Ryan has immunity.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. But what can you do? I don't have an idol, so I can't really do anything. I guess I can only say, if you take me to the end, you'll probably win because the jury doesn't like me. So.
So Kayla's starting her pitch already. I'm glad you brought up Hinumania Idols because tonight is the last night you can play one. And we have gone many tribal councils. We have yet to see one idol this season. John, have you questioned that they exist at this point?
No, I was pretty confident. Well, I looked for the first one a lot. I was pretty confident someone already had it. So I think someone had it and got voted off with the first one. I don't know about the second one. I haven't really paid that much attention. I like playing, so.
Ryan, during the challenge, there was an opportunity to look at all of the idol clues for the new Hinumania idol. Were you at all tempted to look?
No, because like I said, this is the last week to look. So either you win the immunity challenge, or you take the chance and hope that the idol hasn't been found and you have to find it. So I like the chances of, just evading the meeting better than that.
Sydney, because you are seemingly on the outs, did it all pop in your head that you should go look at the clues, since there might be some people like Ryan and John that seem to be more agile than the rest of the people?
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely thinking. I definitely thought about it, and I was like, in my head, I was like on the edge of what to do, but I don't know. I just thought, in my head, I just thought it would be more beneficial to try. For immunity, probably looking back with the idol, but then again, somebody may already have it. So
Also, the challenge took like 10 minutes, so there was really no time to do anything.
John, as you know,
Yes, Trevor.
as you know, this game cannot be won by 4 people. It can only be won by 1. So, granted, Sydney can be an easy vote here. However, how do you balance when it's time to turn on the 4?
I honestly have not thought about that. I think my thought process is if I make it past this to win, I guess. And that gives me the ideal situation of not having to think about figuring out how to stay in, I would say.
Okay. Sydney, you had a reaction to that, as did the jury. Since the jury cannot have any communication, Sydney, what did you make of John's answer there?
Well, so last tribal council, I know a lot of people are saying they don't mind if they don't win, and I mean it's kind of hard to hear sometimes, like when you're it is a game, but you kind of want to win, and I felt bad especially for a lot of people on the jury who I know were really invested in this thing to win, and people who aren't on the jury too. So I just thought that was kind of hard, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I do want to say something about that, because I did get questions about whether I did want to win or not, and I think everyone here, of course, we all want to win, and I don't think there's just one way to get to the end. I mean, everyone that's seen Survivor knows that there's so many different ways to get to the end, and I know us 4 caught a little flack because we've been teaming up and supposedly taking easy votes. But that's just another way that we've been playing the game. And if you don't like it, I'm not trying to throw shade, but if you don't like it, then I don't really know what we're supposed to say to you concerning that.
And Kayla, last question. How important is jury management?
Super important. Obviously, I didn't do it right, I guess, but I think it's super important. But it's also hard because, you can play whatever way you want, but I feel like if one of us 4 gets to the end, they're going to think that we didn't really play because we were in the majority most of the time. When we did a lot of games, that's why you're injured.
So how do you distinguish between the 4 if the perspective is that all you did was just stay in the majority?
Well, I mean, I guess you just have to start claiming some game moves that you think that you did.
Okay. Well, we will see if any game moves happen tonight. Ryan, you have immunity, or are you keeping it?
Yes, sir.
Alright, Ryan is safe, you cannot vote for him. Everyone else can say the same. It is time to vote. Eden, you're first. If anybody has the hidden immunity idol, tonight is the last night you can play it. Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Alright, the votes. First vote. Kayla. Sydney. Sydney. That's 2 votes Sydney, 1 vote Kayla. Eighth person voted outside of CNU Uncharted Waters, and the 5th member of our jury, Sydney, sending up a torch. community. Try to smoke them. How pretty go? All right. Well, congratulations. You made the Final Four. Now what? Next time on the season finale of Survivor CNU. With nowhere else left to turn, the upperclassmen finally go against one another, with 2 challenges, 3 tribal councils, and the conclusion of the season. Join us next week to find out who will outwit, outplay, and outlast to become the sole survivor. The winner, Survivor CNU, Uncharted Waters.